Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up. There is incredible news, and the market is exploding, and so is XRP. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am so happy, and it is so early in the morning. Oh my gracious. Listen, before I tell you about the excitement of the market and everything that's happening in the news, and there is tons of it, and you're going to love it all, I just have to give a big shout out to Fruition Productions. Chris and Maya, what you have done with this documentary is absolutely mind-blowing. I am so proud to be a part of this. I'm even more proud to call both of you friends, dear friends. And I encourage everybody to go see that film. If you think you understand Heathgate, and I know most of you do, it is not over. Not over by a long shot. And I tell you, even myself heard information for the first time revealed. And it shows deep, deep ties, ladies and gentlemen, to Charles Hoskinson and Heathgate and CCP China. You won't believe it. I mean, you're going to see stuff in there that you didn't even know existed. It is absolutely profound. Let's get started right now. It is $3.09 trillion market cap. The market is off 2.9%. Bitcoin now 89,400 plus, 3,000 plus for Ethereum. Tether is 127 billion plus market cap. Money's hanging in the space. XRP number 7 spots 82 cents. We're up 15.2% in the 24-hour and up 49.2% on the 7-day. That's a Mufasa right there. Come on in. Yeah, USDC is at 36 billion plus market cap too, by the way. Let's look at the range of price here. Ranging between 70 and 84 cents. My gracious, ladies and gentlemen, it is screaming this morning. Go, baby, go. Yeah, how about that little crap coin? Well, I can't wait for Thanksgiving when I get to see my family. How's your little fancy coin doing? I'm waiting. I love them so much. I can't wait to see them. All right, let's take a look at this. You know what it is. It is the best home for private equity in the world. That's right. The wealthiest 1% of the people in the world, they absolutely there's a playland for private equity. And you know what? Link2's our playland for private equity. And some of this stuff is like the last time you're going to get a hold of it. It's not an endless supply. If you really understand what they're doing to acquire this private equity so we can get access to it too, you would click that link underneath this video and get started. And I also want to say, with turning headwinds for crypto into tailwinds, you better watch out because IPO season's coming, and it may just end up being one of these on this platform. Click the link below and get started today. The best private equity in the world, Link2. Right here we have Paul Barron sharing this from Squawk Box. First of all, shout out to Paul Barron, who's amazing. I love his show and what he does. Keep a lookout for more there. I can't wait to connect with Paul. Sentiment is flying in our market sentiment index for crypto. Expect more upside. Top movers is XRP, SOL, and Bitcoin. Come on in. Now, here's Joe Kernan talking about crypto, the markets, and you're going to love what's going on here. I need to play this whole clip, but you're going to need it too. So let me go ahead and do it now. Let's go.
The price of Bitcoin briefly hitting the $93,000 level before pulling back. It's up more than 150%. This year. Let's talk about the crypto market and bring in Matthew Siegel, head of digital assets research at Van Eck. I thought, Matt, that it was definitely long in the tooth, this sort of mania. You say there's, at least for your work, that you don't necessarily see that yet in terms of whether it's totally overdone?
Joe, we think it's just getting started. As we expected, Bitcoin saw this high volatility pump after the election. We're now in blue sky territory, no technical resistance, and we think we're likely to make repeated all-time highs over the next 2 quarters. The same pattern played out 4 years ago. Between the election and the end of the year in 2020, Bitcoin doubled. There were about 10% corrections, so it's not going to be a straight line, but we're up 30% so far. And a number of indicators that we track are still flashing green for this rally to continue. This is a state change in terms of government support. Look at this cabinet, the VP, Attorney General, Director of Defense, National Security Advisor, possibly even the Secretary of Treasury being pro-Bitcoin. That's not including Elon and Vivek. So the number of calls that I'm getting inbound from investment advisors who are at 0 and looking to get to 1%, or at 1% and looking to get to 3%, these calls are starting to accelerate, and we think the flows are going to follow. So our price target for this cycle is 180K. We think we can reach that next year. That would be 1,000% return from the bottom to the peak this cycle. That's still the smallest Bitcoin cycle by far.
Well, just let me leave it right there for a second. And you know what? We're going to have to move because we're losing time here. And this is a great piece, but 180,000 he's calling for. Look, if that lines up at all with the worst case scenario from Ed Grad Crypto, who gave us worst case scenario, that could put, and not saying it will, but that could see worst case $6 plus for XRP. Who's upset about that? New all-time high? We're on our way. Look, let's keep going, and that's a great clip. Shout out to both of those gentlemen here. But let's go here. Look at this powerful statement. Chris Giancarlo, shout out to you, buddy. As for reports that I'm in the mix to run for SEC chairman, I've made clear that I've already cleaned up earlier Gary Gensler's mess at the CFTC, because Chris was the commissioner that came in after Gary Gensler's mess at the CFTC. And he said, and don't want to have to do it again. DC rumors that I'm interested in some crypto role at U.S. Treasury are also wrong. Shout out to you, Chris, and thank you for setting the record straight here. But I know he would have been great if he was in there, because he's bad to the bone. This here from Jeremy Hogan. This is a vicious condemnation of Gary Gensler, and by a former CFTC chair. Things that used to be whispered are now being said openly. You better believe it. Oh, I love it. But check this out too, by the way. It appears that Gary Gensler has now submitted and delivered what is unmistakably sounding like a farewell speech. It's been a great honor to serve, he says. And you can see it right here. Let me see if I can get that open. Shout out to Smoke Dog for highlighting. It's been a great honor to serve with them, doing people's work and ensuring that our capital markets remain the best in the world. He has not officially resigned yet, but I agree with Smoke Dog here. This looks like it is unmistakable. It is a farewell speech. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to get very, very interesting. Now let's get back to this. Judge granted an order, final judgment, and stay in XRP lawsuit in the California case. Remember, there's a California case, and then there's the SEC versus Ripple. But this is still great news. The judge in the case has ordered a stay and XRP lawsuit, and the court also affirms that the order in favor of the defendants, Ripple Labs, XRP LLC, XRP2 LLC, and CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Nothing but good news going on here, ladies and gentlemen, and it just keeps getting better. Man, I tell you, Stellar, XLM, and Silver futures are now live too, by the way. Coinbase Institutional says. We love that. That is the combination of the traditional markets and blockchain and crypto and digital assets. That's what we're talking about. We're here. It is happening right before our eyes. Imagine the entire year of 2025 and legislation to boot. Come on in. Now take a look at this. This is a reminder that while all of this good news is happening and we're seeing the headwinds turn to tailwinds, we're seeing Gary Gensler get ready to step down, apparently, is what it looks like to me. We'll stay tuned and we'll cover it when it happens officially, but it certainly looks that way. And here we know that Ripple has met with the Federal Reserve twice in as many months, late October and here again in November. And the RLUSD, the real USD, is about to launch. This is gearing up for something huge, and it gets even better. Take a look at this. Society General, Forge, has announced the launch of its Euro CV stablecoin on the XRP Ledger. Come on in. With Ripple custody powering the integration, EuroCV will benefit from the near instant settlement, low fees, scalability, and security of the XRP Ledger. This is enormous to me, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't be more excited. Let's go right here. And this is XRP drops highlighting the same, but I just want to give you a little more details. He lays it out really great here. He said, right here, key advantages of the XRP Ledger deployment: natively designed to tokenize and transfer any type of asset. Tokenizing real-world assets on the XRP Ledger can leverage its proven speed, low transaction fees, and scalability to ensure seamless settlement and liquidity. Near instant settlement and speed. XRP Ledger processes transactions 3 to 5 seconds for a stablecoin. This provides competitive advantage by enabling fast, frictionless cross-border payments, remittance, and real-time banking services. Scalability and high throughput. The XRP Ledger can handle up to 1,500 transactions per second, ensuring scalability for large operations. Optimized global payments. The XRP Ledger's design is tailored for cross-border payments, enabling fast, low-cost, efficient transactions across different currencies and regions. I love it. I love it. And so does Monica. European stablecoin market is taking off. Very excited to have Societe Generale Forge's MiCA compliant stablecoin. Remember, they passed regulations on stablecoins, and they said Tether is not qualified at this point. So we see the XRP Ledger firing up to serve the entire EU region with this stablecoin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's real good news for all of us, right? And Eggrag Crypto reminds each one of us here, XRP 21 EMA pump could take us to $3.70, $9, and $27. And I say to all of you, with the good news that we've had and the good news that's going to continue to come, boy, am I glad that we're on this journey together. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'm getting excited. I'll catch all of you on the next one.